because I'm going to Thailand after. Okay. So you see here, 2 takes the power, 1 takes the ground. Yeah.
Okay. The
so these one are not connected. You know, we will get no power. This is just used to they can stay in the wall socket or in the power distributor. But the third one, the third pin takes the ground.
Yeah, this takes the ground.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a third pin too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means I have to connect from there an extra.
This one goes in a Y split each to each speaker, from the wall or from your grounded mains connector to each speaker.
That means there'll be 3 wires connected to the ground, you know? Because we have the green wire. The green wire goes to ground. We have 3 wires, right? One goes to light, one goes to neutral. The green one goes to ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's for our power supply, right? So what he's saying is he's adding 2 more wires there, you know.
No, empty ground. Empty left, right. The plus and negative. There's a empty. They only just connect to the ground.
We don't use any power.
Plug into an unused plug.
Yes. Plug into the unused plug.
I know it's difficult. When you hear it, you'll be less skeptic, and I understand.
Plug it to an unused plug. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my explanation skills sometimes.
I was wondering how you go, because I got live and neutral there and 3 wires coming around.
I understand. Okay, but what happens is the chassis of the drivers will be affected by the movement of the membrane, right? Okay. So much of this trans-induced movement distortion we get to take out of the speaker, a little bit more than 50%. So when doing this, the speakers can move more freely. And I will play this for you.
You're saying that when the cones move, it generates some current.
Yeah.
Which goes to the basket there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So what you're doing, you're taking that current, whatever there's current, the eddy currents to ground.
We treated it in the internal grounding filter that we have in these speakers, and we take it out. Yeah. You have to have a grounding filter. If you just ground the baskets and put on the ground, you will lose all dynamics. Everything will go.
All the dynamics.
Yeah, and all the openness and all the airiness will go away. So this is a concept actually introduced by us 4 years ago, and many people were a little bit like you are now. How is this possible?
Just so that I can understand, when you're dealing with the back here.
Is this same the concept like the subwoofer cable outside, one more plug to the ground?
Say again, sorry?
Normally the subwoofer cable also got one more cable to plug on the ground.
The subwoofer gets the ground anyway from the AC power. So we don't need. There's no need. But as these are passive, there comes no power into them. You were saying?
So that I don't misunderstand, this grounding thing, you're trying to deal with the back EMF from the driver.
Yeah.
Would that be correct?
Yeah. So every time the membrane moves, it will create some kind of we can say shaking, minimal shaking in the cabinet or in the baskets, and we get to take that away. We introduced this in our almost top of the line R8 RT, which is around 60,000 euros in Munich a few years ago.
So you're first company to do this?
I know Tannoy have been doing something like this before, but they did not have the grounding filter, as I understand. Yeah. You have to treat the currencies internally. And if you want, and if anyone is unsure about this, I will be very happy to take your question and have our engineers answer you in a little bit different way than me. This is where I'm limited. But I will show you the concept anyway. Yeah?
This ground feature is available on all your models?
No. It's only available in our RT models. So you have an R1. It has 3 different specs. So 3 different engines.
What?
3 different pairs of... you have I'll find you a brochure. Okay, I'll show you here. You have an R3, for example. You have three different specs, same